Okay, we're going live. And hello, everybody. Leni and Sarah and Nino and Demi. I love you guys all so much. Thanks for stopping by the cottage today. This is just a nice, quiet sit and knit. If you can't stay, it's okay. If you can if you can stay, come in. Drop your shoes at the door. And I want to tell you that today is a day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So when you come in the cottage today, leave all your troubles at the door. For 1 hour, I want you to sit here and work on a project or just sit and soak up the love for 1 hour and not worry about anything. Because there's so much love in this room, it's going to chase out all the darkness. I am working on two things. I had an opportunity yesterday to meet with Jenny, and we had such a lovely breakfast. We went to IHOP in Lake City. Zombies, gosh, are always on there. There's Cherry. Hello, Cherry and Nana June and Kimmer. There's Jenny. Jenny and I had such a wonderful meal together. We met at IHOP yesterday and we had breakfast, and we just chatted from the minute we got there to the minute we left. We exchanged a couple things, and one of them was this skein of yarn from Annie's. And this is 50% acrylic and 50% polyester. It's 156 yards. Don't bleach, don't iron. You can wash it and dry it. It's something that she received in her Caring Crochet Club. She belongs to a couple clubs, and they sent her some yarn and they sent her extra. And so I have been doing the foundation double crochet, where you go in the chain, pull up a loop, you yarn over and single crochet in that loop, and then double crochet. So you yarn over, go in your chain. I think you can see it. Pull up a loop, single crochet, and double crochet. And I will do this all along, making my foundation double crochets as I go until I get about 35 inches wide. And I want to tell you a trick that I did. I set up my card table. I usually use my card table for puzzles when I do a picture puzzle, which I haven't done in a long time. One, because my eyes are not as good as they were, and I can't find I'm really good. I have always been really good at colors. So if I see an edge with a color, I can go through and pull out the color that matches it. And I'm pretty good with spatial awareness. So if a piece looks like it will fit, I can tell whether it will or if it's a bit off. I've always been really good like that. It's one of my strengths. But lately, when your eyes start to go, you don't have those gifts anymore as sharp as they were. So I got my card table out and I measured it, and it's 30 by 30. So I know now that if I lay a blanket on it and it doesn't quite go over the edges, it's not big enough for what I want. And I have been asked to do Boggy Creek blankets. Nancy was on with the Boggy Creek Brigade the other night, and she said if anyone has created their own pattern and they would like to use it for Boggy Creek, to let Juan know, and he will arrange a time to come up on their panel and show my creation for Boggy Creek. And I thought, that Jax is always double dipping into something. Oh, I made this for this, but I can also do it for this. And I thought, well, why can't I use my Sunbunny blankets for Boggy Creek. So I am. So, of course, this one, I did show them. I did show them this one. But this one's not going anywhere. This one's mine. This is the first one. It's mine. But the rest of the Boggy Creek blankets that I have made will now be put in the Boggy Creek Brigade blanket menu or something like that. There's Tammy. Hello, hello, hello. Boy, Tammy's saying hello to everybody. And I need to go back up. There's my Michael. I love that guy. And Sujana's here. I do too like puzzles. Tammy, I'm doing good today. And there's Sam. Hello, hello. And Heidi. Welcome in, Heidi. And Debbie Graybert's here. I'm so glad to see you guys come in. I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody so far. Okay. Yes, Heidi, there is a written pattern for the Sunbunny and the bunny blankets. Right now, there is a tutorial and a written pattern for the Sunbunny. I am working on getting it copyrighted. And I am writing the last revision before it gets copyrighted. So that will be, because I've made a couple other changes on it. And Nana's Crochet in chat. Welcome, welcome. And Barbara Riggles is here. Somebody calls her Riggles, but it's BB, Barbara Baker. And the Crochet Queen is here. Welcome to this humble cottage. I'm so glad you stopped by today. And there's my friend Jennifer. If you would like a pattern for the Sunbunny, as soon as I get it done, what I'm doing right now is going through and making sure that it's consistent so that I don't say in one row, single crochet 3 and then increase. And then the next row say, do 4 single crochets and increase. I want to keep it consistent. And that's what I'm doing now, is going through. And there's my Zach man. And Sherry is here. Hello, Sherry. I love all you guys so much. Please come in. Take your shoes off at the door. Grab yourself a cold drink. I don't have any coffee set up today. We don't need more coffee. We need to hydrate. So I've got water today, so I didn't even bother making coffee. You'll have to bring your own. But you can buy me a cup of coffee because I signed up for coffee. I'm not really sure what all that involves, but I know that for $1 you can buy me a cup of coffee, and that goes to my PayPal account, as I understand it, to help me pay for shipping. So there you go. Did any of you get the 1 pound Dollar Tree yarn? I went to my Dollar Tree yesterday, had to go out, and I went to lunch with Jenny, and then Elmo picked me up, and Jenny said, I'm going to the Dollar Tree over by Home Depot. And I said, okay, you go to that one, and I'll go to the one on 47. So I went there, and they had only black and white. So I did get a 1 pound of black and a 1 pound of white. And it is it's the same just yarn that you can get in the smaller skeins. And this is a 4 medium. It's the same yarn that you get for $1.25, but it's a 1 pound. Oh, gotta get it up there. It's the 1 pound Premier. It's made by Premier in Turkey, just like the Premier regular yarn. It's their Just yarn. It's not anything special. It's not anti-pilling. It's not ooh la la. It's their Just yarn. But it's in a 1 pound skein for $5. Now I want to tell you something. The other ones are 96 yards or 112 or something. So if you bought 4 small skeins, it would be $5. But you'd get about 500 yards. Look at this. Let me see if I can get it here. And you see that? 982 yards for $5? That's almost 1,000 yards for $5. That's pretty darn cheap. There's a 2 in there, and I can't figure out whether it's 2 or 20, or it doesn't matter because it's pretty darn cheap. Okay, that's that. And we came back to mine, and mine did not have any. Mine here in High Springs did not have any. But I do know that Nancy from She's Got Yarn, she went to Gainesville and was able to get some there. So Kim got a couple. Black, white, garnet, navy, green. Ooh. But you didn't get the green. Okay. You know, Michelle, my Dollar Tree has been, we used to have a big rack, probably 4, 6 feet long, bottom shelf up to top shelf with yarn, the Just yarn, the chenille, the cotton, all the different types. And then they went to a smaller area, a shorter area. And now what you get is a box that's been cut open, and there's 24 or 12 in there, maybe 2, 4, 6. I don't know, maybe 24 in there. And that's what they've got. So the first one in that wants it gets it, and then there's nobody else. But they must not have been selling enough yarn to reorder and all that. But they do have the pounders. Did they have them in different colors, Jenny? And there's Tia. Hello, welcome to the cottage. And Nana's Crochet is Tammy, right? Right. Mm-hmm. And there's my pebbles. A lot of them don't carry it. The end cap next to frozen foods. Paula Mulford's in the house. Welcome, Paula. Okay, so I am doing. Juan contacted me and said, "Here's the link. Come up 8 o'clock last night." So I went up 8 o'clock last night. Brought my bunny, somebody in the meadow blanket, and showed them a couple of them that I've got. The green one and this one that I'm keeping. And I also told them that I also have a new one coming out, which we'll be working on Sunday, and that is the woven fence blanket. The Somebody by the Woven Fence. I love this. This flies. This one is so simple. It's only double crochets, but instead of doing it in the stitch, you do it between the double crochets of the last. And so you just open, and you're done. And you're done so quick that you get to start another one. And this one I'm going to have to put a border on because it's not quite 30. It's not quite 30, and it has to be at least 30 wide. And this is the nice one because you can make it 30 wide and make it 40 or 50, whatever you want to do tall. But this one we're going to start Sunday. I'll give you all the dimensions and all what you need and all of that kind of stuff Sunday. And then you can start on that. You can keep it. You can send it to Boggy Creek. You can send it to me, and I'll get it to Nancy for Boggy Creek because Nancy lives just around the corner from me. But these blankets are going to go. And I have a third one coming up, and it's a really pretty wavy pattern, and it's going to be somebody at the beach. And that's going to be fun. There's Spring and Granny D. Hello, sweet guys. I love you too. Granny D's my cousin. Your doesn't Dollar Tree doesn't sell yarn. A lot of them don't. If it's not a bigger city, I guess, then they don't bother carrying it. You know, in this economy, whatever sells is going to be in the store. If it doesn't sell and give them enough of a profit, they will replace it with another item that will sell quicker and give them a better profit. So I think until we get through this downturn and things begin to change a bit and things start to get better, we're just going to have to tough it out. And that's why I open my door to you 3 times a week so you can come in here and soak up the love through all of this stuff that's going around. Oh, Michael, I had to go to Premier and order some yarn. It's your fault. I kept saying to you, mental telepathy, Michael, send me a skein of that yarn. Michael, send me, that's a bunny yarn. Michael, send me a skein of that yarn. But you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me through the air waves. So I went to Premier and ordered some. The Crochet Queen needs Halloween yarn. You and Kendra, KK's daughter, loves Halloween. It's her favorite one. We're missing thumbs. Somebody said, better get your thumbs up. Mimi, I love you, Miss Tammy. And let's see, who did I? Here and gone. I talked to Dana and Jet and One, and I am making a Somebody from the new revised pattern. Thank you, Mimi. And this yarn is from Melissa from CIA, Crochet in Agreement. This is her hand-dyed yarn. It is most beautiful, most beautiful. This is her Jazzy Cat. She has a long-haired cat, and she pulled the colors out of that cat's fur and dyed up this yarn, and it's making the most beautiful bunny. So I'm using my revised pattern, making this bunny right directly from my written pattern, and then I'm going to send the pattern and this to the yarn shop in Idaho, and the yarn shop is going to make up kits for people to make some bunnies to give to Mountain States Children's Home. Me too, Dee. Right now she's got her granddaughter, and her granddaughter is with her, and she's going to school this year. So I think she's going to have a little more time because that granddaughter takes up a lot of her time. And you got booted off. 5. Okay, well, maybe I'll just have Elmo take me back up there today then, because I'm not waiting till next week. And there's Jen, my Jen. Love you. Jen, I think it's probably going to be closer to October than September, but I am still coming. Still. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Um, the thing with my mind is just going around in circles because there's the Boggy Creek. Um, there's the Yarn for You. I think it's called My Yarn for You, and the 4 is the letter 4. I mean the number 4, and the U is EWE. That's the name of the yarn shop that's going to be doing that. So I need to get this done, written, proofed, and to them ASAP. And then Nani Thriss, baby girl is here. No way. She's got her granddaughter? Is Thriss in the chat? I missed her if she is. But Dee, going back, I think that's why she's just been really, really busy with, all the hubbub of getting your kids off to school, and she's the grandma. So, KB, hello. I steal her stitches for my blankets. She does good work. She put it out on Facebook yesterday. Woohoo! All right. I know she's been excited about that. And KK's got a new baby granddaughter too. So, these little fingers have got to start flying. Okay, so between all of that and getting things ready for um, the, the yarn shop with the pattern, and I figured if they're gonna give kits to make somebodies, they need to know what a somebody looks like and what the pattern really is. Because I did not use Carrie Lord's pattern. I took her Emma bunny as an inspiration, and you know how we creative people are. I don't like that, so I'm going to tweak it this way. I'm not really fond of that, so I'm going to tweak this. So that somebody's my somebody. It's my creation. So I figured if they're going to sell them and bill, or not sell them, I don't know what they're going to do with them, but if they're going to bill them as somebody's from Missy's Cottage, they need to have a real example and a real pattern. So that's what I'm working on there. Then I'm working on blankets, and I have to have a blanket and a tutorial and a written pattern linked to my channel for other people to come and use my blankets for Boggy Creek. So I'm working on the Somebody in the Meadow one right now for them. And I think there's Margie. How are you? Whose birthday? Nellie? Is Nellie here? Sherry is here. Welcome in, Sherry. Nellie, happy birthday, 76. See, I'm 77 and a half, Nellie. We're sisters. That's all there is to it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nellie. Happy birthday to you. Now, I know I'm not as good as Granny D is because she can sing. I just make a joyful noise. I'm good. I'm good. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And I don't care what you're facing. I don't care what your troubles are. I don't care how many bills you've got. I don't know how many telephone calls you're avoiding. I don't know how sick your family members are. But you just need for 1 hour, well, we only have a half an hour left. You just need to know for this hour that today is the day that the Lord has made. Come in, put your feet up, just take a deep breath and soak up the love, because we are going to rejoice and be glad in this hour. Oh, Dee, your voice is beautiful. And when you sing, everybody knows exactly what you're singing. And there's Nessa. Welcome in, sweetheart. You got mentioned on Michael's in Michael's show last night as somebody special to him. And that's special. Dee Marie's Crochet. Welcome to the cottage. I don't think I've seen you before, so you are most welcome to come in. There's water in the cooler today, and I have no coffee. So bring your own project. This is a sit and knit. And as usual, I am working on my bloom blanket. I've gotten pretty far. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of color in there now. I don't have a marker here on the side. I thought I had kept a marker. Oh, I did. I did keep a marker. This is where I was last time we knitted. So I've only gotten this far. That's not a whole lot. But we're almost up to the next color. So kick your shoes off at the door, leave all your worries there, grab a chair. You might notice that I have got a couple new straight back chairs with a soft seat and a back cushion, and I've also got a couple new recliners here in the cottage for those of you who like to sit back and crochet on your tummy or knit, whatever you want to do. And VJ's here. I love that girl. See, I do that too. I watch her on Tuesdays. Marie, Dee Marie. What Dee? Do we call you Dee? Well, we call you Dee Marie. I use my initials DL because after my husband passed away, you know how people get weird. I didn't want people to necessarily be able to differentiate between David Lee or Diana Lynn. So I just put DL in the phone book. And so a lot of people call me DL, which is like DELLE, DL, you know, like the fashion magazine L, DL, whatever. So I'll call you Dee Marie. Yeah, this is a knitted one and it comes out so pretty. And what I do, Dee Marie, is when I get to the color, I purl on the knit side and I knit on the purl side so that it bumps out and gives a dimension as a flower. Just a little tip there. And I think it's pretty in any color. Okay, so I am going to start knitting and you guys can do what you do best. Hello, Darcia. Welcome in, my sweetheart. Your name is Diane. I love that. My name's Diana. Yesterday, I went to lunch with Jenny, and Jenny said, do I call you Miss C or do I said, you call me Diana. She and I are like a year apart, so she's a sister. We had such a lovely time. Okay, let's see if I can keep up. Lisa, hello. Lisa comes to us from Australia. 2:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. You better be off to bed, girl. Wow. Thank you, Nessa. That means a lot coming from you. 14 minutes left of patch time. What are you patching? I'm working on another Ceylon tea. Oh, those shawls are so beautiful, Cherry. A Stenley tweed cake. Ooh, that will be pretty. And thank you for sending me the names of all those shawls. Thank you. That was special. I appreciate it. And Diane brought her own coffee. Well, you have to today. Pocket scarf pattern, but no energy. You know what? Some days are like that, Michael. You've got a storm coming in off the Gulf going into Texas, so I would imagine when I get storms coming in here to Florida and the pressure changes, the barometric pressure changes, um, it changes at a different speed than the pressure inside my bones, and my bones just ache. But like I said, today is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it. Nothing's going to get us today, or at least for this hour. Okay, you go to bed, Lisa, and thank you for all the huge Australian hugs. Now, I know what an Australian hug is because I've been there 3 times, and they are wonderful. So if Lisa's giving you an Australian hug, you are getting a hug. And there's Samantha. Welcome in, Samantha. I'm so glad you came today. Oh, yes, because she has lazy eye blindness. I can't think of what it's called. Something philioma? No? Oh, up. Yes, it's because the pressure inside your bones and the pressure outside of your bones don't change at the same speed. Okay, I've got about half an hour and I need to get started on this. So we are going to work on projects and say howdy to friends and see if I can at least get to the next color, huh? My Tank's in the house. Hello, Sister Susie. Her name is Tank's name. I love to crochet. People call her Tank. I think she was a truck driver at one time, and that might have been her truck name. I don't know for sure. And don't quote me on it. Um, she'll have to say yay or nay. But her name is Susan, and I call her my sister Susie, and I love her to pieces. And it's like with any other sister. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye, and other times we are right on target. But you know what? The thing I like best? She loves me, and I love her, and that's what counts. And whenever I need tails, I just say to her, Yoo-hoo, Sister Susie, I'm getting low. I'm getting low on tails. I need some more tails. And she sends me very, very special tails by Tank. You never did? Okay. I thought you'd, um, who's the other one? The other one did, my other friend. Never drove a big rig. Oh, I do my best, Tammy. Um, Christy. Yarnbarf. Yarnbarf's the one that drove the semi truck. Am I right in that? Yes, Christy Yarnbarf. Yeah. Okay, so Tank was your Rottweiler. My son I think he has 4 Rotties now. And I said to him, if anything happens, where will I go? Elmo's older. No, I think there's couple people older than Elmo, but he's getting up there, and it's his home that we live in. He's turned into a home for people who can independent seniors, I guess is what it's billed. But something happens to him, what do I do? Where do I go? I sold my house in Ocala, so I have no home to go back to. I can still live on my own, so that's not a problem. But my son said, "Mom, you can come stay with us." And I'm thinking, I'm sorry, but I cannot live with 4 Rottweilers, and those guys are pretty rambunctious. I wouldn't be there a week before I'd get knocked down and get a broken hip and go in the hospital and get pneumonia and die. Now, that's probably not true, but that's the way I think about it. And Nancy's here. And Sally Stevens popped in. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you guys all came in today. I wasn't sure if anybody would be here. Did everybody have a good Labor Day? I know a lot of people took Friday off so that they could have a long weekend. And I think Nancy took the whole week off because she's up in Tennessee, North Carolina. She's up there in the caverns. Yesterday, she's got a really nice video of her and her husband going through the caverns. Yeah, large dogs, if they're not well behaved, if they've not been taught, they can get, or if they get excited, even if they have been taught, they can get excited. They're bigger than me, and with 4 of them, that's too dangerous, too much for me to try. I'll put it that way. Miss C, may I share my news, please? Oh, Jen, please share your news. I would love to hear it. And you don't have to ask permission. This is a sit and knit, and we just chat. Thought that was your nickname. I've been calling you that for about a year now. Yeah, Tank is her nickname. Tank is her nickname, Demi. Nessa, do you have Rottweilers? Did you say? I am making a peach bunny to go with this blanket to give to I think it's going to go to my favorite waitress at the Clock in Gainesville. She had a little girl about 6 months ago, but I was so inundated with bunnies that I couldn't get to it. You know, the nice thing about my channel is everybody here knows everybody else. Because we're all neighbors on the YouTube streets. And so we're all neighbors, and we all know each other, and we love to say hello to each other, and we know it's like a small town here. Everybody knows everybody else's business except Jen, who won't share yet. And we get thrilled, we get excited when somebody's got something special going on. Two close friends had Rottweilers. They are a very protective breed. Oh, the Great Pyrenees are so pretty. I had Labradors, and I had a Labrador, and I had Schnauzers, and I do have to tell you, the Schnauzer was my favorite. Oh, is that what you're going to tell us about, Jen? I'll keep quiet. Look, I can only hunt and peck, so well, hopefully you're not driving and hunting and pecking at the same time, Jen. Yeah, dogs do get into your heart, and you can ask Sanita about that. She has, I think it's her son's dog, Alaska, and Alaska had cancer. They did surgery to remove the tumor, and now she's doing radiation. And it's quite expensive, but you can't. It's very very difficult to say put the dog down because it's not just a dog. It's part of your family. I mean, my goodness, it sleeps with you on the couch. It crochets with you in the chair. It's right there at your feet. You know, it's up on your bed sometimes at night. You'll never have another Roddy. They get in your heart, don't they? Okay, everybody, stop the chat. No way. You've been talking to people. You didn't say anything. You said, hi, Paula. I can only hunt and peck so fast. Hi, Michelle. Miss C, may I share my news, please? That's all that I have in the chat for you, my dear. Heidi, you found the 1-pounders? Good. Tank wasn't allowed on your bed, probably wouldn't be room. Pictures and a video up of the foster kittens on my community tab if you want to take a peek. I'll bet they're so. No, I didn't see it either, Sanita. See, nobody did. 12:39. I don't know how to do that. That's halfway through. Well, just tell it again. I'm not going back. Yeah, I think it disappeared. I think she typed it and then she edited it and deleted it. Redo. Redo. Tell us the good news. The good news is Christ came to save you, and his blood washes all of your sins away. Is that the good news? Or you have other good news? Oh, come on, Jen. We're running out of time here. She likes to be the center of attention, I think. I forgot to tell you, my bonita, Sanita, Yarnita. I love you! That girl is so special to me. I got 5 out of 5 blue ribbons. If you go to my community tab, there is a link. Please click the link and vote for me to win money from Don's Auto for my blue ribbons. Woohoo! Oh, see, there it is. I took it off the table because every time I rang it, I lost something. I do not. What is I do not? Michael, thanks. Wow. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I got it fixed. So I can actually move my and show you things now and I don't lose audio. First place medal said, and Nancy says, congratulations. Voted yesterday. Can I vote again? That's awesome. Most votes wins. First prize is $200. Wow. And there's Linda Joya. Welcome, 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 Linda. I didn't see you sneak in the cottage. I'm so glad you came through the door. Grab a cold water, put your feet up. We've still got 15 minutes to go to crochet or knit or whatever you're working on. I don't think I'm going to make it to the next color because I'm talking too much, but so can you vote more than once, Jen? Inquiring minds want to know. Just one time. Okay, thank you. You can only vote one time for Jen, but if we all vote for her, I don't know how many people are in the chat right now, but we all vote for her, that puts her ahead, puts her farther ahead than she is right now. I'll put it that way. Jen, that's awesome. Tell us the 5 items that you put in, if you wouldn't mind. She's got 47 in here. Okay, so that would be 47, or Michael just voted, so 46 more votes. Of course, it's exciting. It's exciting when you put your best out there and you expect everyone to stomp all over it and play whack-a-mole, and you come out with 5 blue ribbons. It's exciting. And that's what the fair is all about, is to do what you do the best you can do, and put it out there to be judged by others who are doing the best they can do. And when you find out that yours was a little bit better for one reason or another, it just lights your brain up. If they had a brain scan of you, your neurons would be just firing all over the place like mine do on a regular day. Zing! Zing! It is exciting. Yep, probably people in the church voted for. Now, I am ashamed to say that however much I love Michael, and I love him from the bottom of my heart, I do not Tunisian crochet. I do no longer cross stitch. I don't needlepoint. I don't embroider. I don't do hairpin lace anymore. I don't do tatting. You posted the pictures on your community tab. Okay, so we can go over there. A doll dress, an elephant, a wall doily hanging. Oh, I'll bet that's beautiful. A purse, bottle holder, a keychain, and a wrap. Purse, bottle holder, keychain, and a wrap. Hello, Mac. Jen, that's awesome. I'm going to go over after this and look. Was it a Some Bunny elephant, or did you use a different pattern? Rhonda Butler has got the cutest patterns for amigurumi. If I didn't do amigurumi, I'd be at her channel. Well, I'm at her channel a lot anyway, but I learned tips and tricks from her. Oh, thank you, Sunita, for putting that up. If you haven't voted for Jen, Sunita just put up the link that you can go to and vote for Jen. And Nancy got one. Everyone's voting. Yay! That's awesome. That's got to make you feel good too, Jen. And when I get up there, I'm going to give you a great big blue ribbon hug. But I want Michael to know that even though I don't Tunisian crochet, I still love him from the bottom of my heart to the moon and back. He and Panda are my boys, and they come and they visit me every Sunday, just like I wish my kids would. And they do, and I appreciate it. And so do a lot of you others. Come and visit me every Sunday, and I love it. Now, I don't make fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and milk gravy and green beans with apple dumplings for dessert. I don't. But I still love it when you come home every Sunday. Makes my heart glad and gets me through the rest of the week. Is Beth Taller here? I have to show you something. Beth, are you here? And spring is here. I will love that too, Jen. I will love a nice hug. Okay, did I see? Yes, Elizabeth is here. I have something to show you. I'm going to put my. I saw this on Beth's Etsy shop, and I talked to her about it, and she's like, "Oh well, it's just this, and it's not just." And so I thought about it for a while, and it's been simmering on the back burner of the old Aga for a while, and I just decided to go ahead and do it, and I did. And I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to show you because I think I can turn this around. Now, I decided to go ahead and buy this from her Etsy shop because it's so stinking cute. And I'm glad I did because. No, wrong way, Corrigan. Okay, there it is. Can you see that? That is, I thought it was a purse. It's not a purse. It is a crochet bag that you can put a cake of yarn in. And look at this. You open the window and the yarn comes out the window. Is that like the stinkinest? Okay, we're back. Thank you, Michael. See, it didn't get fixed. It did, but I pulled on it. That's why I pulled on it too hard and it came out. So I think we're okay. But isn't that the cutest thing? I love it. So I hung it up there because I've got Melissa's Jazzy Cat. I caked up the other skein. Isn't this the most beautiful yarn you've ever seen? And it is making the most beautiful bunny. Here's Bunny Body. And here is Bunny Head. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the one that goes out west. Okay, but the yarn is coming right out of the window. And here's the beginning of a foot. I don't know what I would do without you guys some days. I'm telling you. And I'm so thankful that you stopped in today. And we've only got about 6 minutes left. And I don't even think I went across one time. But you know what? It has been so wonderful spending time with you. I got that mushroom bag on Beth Taller's Etsy shop. So if you go to Etsy and you go to Beth Taller, you can find a mushroom bag. Aren't they cute? Sunita, isn't the link up? If you go to my page, up at the top, it'll say coffee in blue, and you can click on that link. And Sunita, while I'm thinking of it, Heidi, if you go back up in the chat, Sunita put in a link for you to go to vote for Jen. I love you, Tammy, and I will see you Sunday for sure. Thanks for stopping by, sweetheart. Uh-oh. I was going to yell at Jen for saying, how rude, but now I know why she said that. How rude. You know what? They are so cute. Dee, I think you'll love it. Yeah, I agree, Nancy. Nessa, you just tell them, I miss National Crochet Day, Crochet in Public Day, so I'm just going to crochet today on my break. Yes, you're going to have Christmas money to spend, Beth. All these people buying things for Christmas from you. You're going to have extra money to buy more yarn to make more mushrooms. All right, Sarah, thank you so much for stopping in. I'm glad you could take time. Say hello to Francis for me and give him a hug. Steve, I've got one of those big 14 by 14 cubes, fabric cubes. And this afternoon, I am getting all of the UFOs together, getting all the bags labeled with addresses, and I will send them out more than likely Monday or Tuesday next week. Not Tuesday, Monday of next week. Tuesday's when my sister-in-law comes over and we sit and knit all day. Yeah, Nessa, you could be sitting there cursing them and saying ugly things back to them. Did Mishi get one too? Cherry, how's Nana June this morning? Is she doing okay? You need to make some doll clothes. Your grandson took over a doll. It's from Michael's, but it's like the American Girl and it's naked. So you do need to get busy, Shirley, and whoop up some little shirts and pants or skirts or dresses or whatever kind of a doll it is. I suppose nowadays it doesn't really matter. You can put anything on anybody. VJ Wright, I have 9mm and I'm not afraid to use it. You betcha. I don't have a Cash App, dear. I have Coffee, which goes to my PayPal account, and I have a PayPal account. Diana, I think it's Diana Cummings. Mishi bought 2 bags. Feels so amazing. Missy and Miss. Doesn't it make you feel like a superstar, Beth? I can remember when Mishi came into my chat the first time, and when Spring came in, and KK, and those big people. When Juan said go over to Missy's cottage, and I got 1,000 people overnight, it was like my head turned purple and purple smoke came out. It's just amazing. And I have to tell you, Bonnie, hello, my love. You just got a break. How am I? I am wonderful. And I have to go because it's 1 o'clock and I'm going to be over this month because this month has 5 Sundays. But at the end of this month, I may not be on, but I'll keep you posted. And we may have to do a shorter time on Sunday. You couldn't believe I ordered it? Beth, I couldn't make something like that. Well, honestly, I suppose I could make something like that if I had the pattern, but I would never make something like that because it's not my genre. This is what I do. This is what I do. I make bunnies. I make bunnies and give them to people who need to know that somebody loves them. That's my forte. And I spend very little time on other things, as you can tell. And the only reason I do other things is because I give a bunny to go with them. Mimi, you might be able to do a coffee. If any of you want a pattern for the Some Bunny or the Some Bunny in the Meadow, those two things, send me an email. And as soon as I get this Some Bunny pattern revised, I will send it to you. In fact, Sunita, when we're done here in one more minute, you can do PayPal without an account. Yes, you can. You just go in and you put in my name and you can do it. You don't have to have an account. You sent me, yeah, Heidi, I do have yours, sweetheart. I do have yours, and I'm waiting on myself to get it standardized. So, Mom has her class reunion. Well, then she's doing pretty good. I don't know whether you know or not, but Cherry Reynolds' mother is 86 years old and she's crocheting blankets for Boggy Creek. Okay, so Sunita, if you'll stay on after we go off, I have a couple questions for you. So I'm going to let you guys go. I love you so much. I'm so thankful that you all came into the cottage today, even though I didn't have coffee and snacks, that you just grabbed a water and chilled out for an hour. I hope you leave with a sense of joy and love down to your core. Please go through the rest of the weekend until Sunday, knowing that every day is a day that the Lord has made. And we have to rejoice in each one of them. Otherwise, the world gets us down, and we don't want that. I love you all, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.